Our featured poet for today's reading is Dylan Thomas. Born Dylan Morley's Thomas in the Uplands area of Swansea, Glamorgan, Wales, on October 27, 1914. Dylan Thomas is a Welsh poet and writer. He won great acclaim in his public readings in America. Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night by Dylan Thomas. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Though wise men at their end know dark is right, because their words had forked no lightning they. Do not go gentle into that good night. Good men, the last wave by, crying how bright their frail deeds might have danced in a green bay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in flight, and learned too late they grieve it on its way. Do not go gentle into the night. Grave men near death, who see with blinding sight, blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. And you, my father, there on a sad height, curse, bless me now with your fierce tears. I pray, do not go gentle into the night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Fern Hill by Dylan Thomas. Now as I was young and easy under the apple boughs, about the lifting house and happy as the grass was green, the night above the dingle starry, time let me hail and climb, golden in the hades of his eyes, and honored among wagons I was prince of the apple towns. And once below a time I lordly had the trees and leaves, trail with daisies and barley, down the rivers of the windfall light. And as I was green and carefree, famous among the barns about the happy yard, and singing as the farm was home, in the sun that is young once only, time let me play and be, golden in the mercy of his means, and green and golden I was handsman and herdsman. The calves sung to my horn, the foxes in the hills barked clear and cold, and the Sabbath rung slowly in the pebbles of the holy streams. All the sun long it was running, it was lovely, the hayfields high as the house, the tunes from the chimneys, it was air, and playing lovely and watery, and fire green as grass, and nightly under the simple stars. As I rode to sleep, the owls were bearing the farm away. All the moon long I heard, blessed among the stables, the night jars flying with the ricks, and the horses flashing into the dark, and then to wake, and the farm like a wanderer white with the dew, come back, the cock on his shoulder. It was all shining, it was Adam and maiden. The sky gathered again, and the sun grew round that very day. So it must have been after the birth of the simple light. In the first spinning place, the spellbound horses walking warm out of the whinnying green stable, on the fields of praise, and honored among the foxes and the peasants by the gay house, under the new-made clouds, and happy as the heart was long, in the sun born and over, I ran my heedless ways, my wishes raised through the house high hay, and nothing I cared at my sky blue trades that time allows, in all his tuneful turning, so few and such morning songs. Before the children green and golden follow him out of grace, nothing I cared in the lamb-white days that time would take me up to the swallow-thronged loft by the shadow of my hand, in the moon that is always rising, nor that riding to sleep, I should hear him fly with high fields, and wake to the farm forever fled from the childless land. Oh, as I was young and easy in the mercy of his means, time held me green and dying, though I sang in my chains like the sea. Clown in the Moon by Dylan Thomas. My tears are like the quiet drift of petals from some magic rose, and all my grief flows from the rift of unremembered skies and snows. I think that if I touched the earth, it would crumble. It is so sad and beautiful, so tremulously like a dream. Love in the Asylum by Dylan Thomas. A stranger has come to share my room in the house not right in the head, a girl mad as birds, bolting the night of the door with her arm, her plume, straight in the mazed bed. She deludes the heaven-proof house with entering clouds, yet she deludes with walking the nightmarish room at large as the dead, or rides the imagined oceans of the male wards. She has come possessed, who admits the delusive light through the bouncing wall, possessed by the skies. She sleeps in a narrow throw, yet she walks the dust, yet raves at her will on the madhouse boards worn thin by my walking tears, and taken by light in her arms at long and dear last, I may without fail suffer the first vision that set fire to the stars. Click like and subscribe, and click the notification bell to come back for more poetry readings.